Hey there, everybody. Welcome to Funnel Hacker TV. We're so excited to have you. You would not believe what just turned 10 years old. We're going to share with you how to get a free copy of it. Plus, Russell did a new YouTube video. We got a guest that's going to be hopping on in just a moment because there have been some changes internally at ClickFunnels. We want to give you all the juicy details, and we're going to show you that in just a moment. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to rush through how you can get this for free. Next, we're going to go through the water cooler, explain some things that are happening here. We have a friend that's going to be hopping on. And then last but not least, we're going to go through a couple of updates to ClickFunnels 2.0. Make sure you guys are not let out of or outside of the Cool Kids Club. We want to make sure that you know everything that's going on. So with that said, let's go ahead and jump into the intro and we'll get started.
We are part of an underground group of entrepreneurs that you've probably never even heard of before. We are funnel hackers, and these are our stories.
What's up, everybody? We are here live together. We are on location, which is exciting. You might see some stuff behind us. You might even recognize some names. I don't know. Let's see if you can do like a seek and find here. But okay, I'm Susan Leonardson. This is Ben Moot, and we are here live in Boise in ClickFunnels headquarters, which is awesome. Any minute, Russell might walk in, so we'll see. He won't be on camera, but he's not our special guest. But okay, we have to talk about this book here. This 108 proven split test winners has turned 10 years old. If you don't have this book, we're going to tell you where to get it for free. But I think the big question is, it's 10 years old, Ben.
Yeah.
Does it actually still, is it relevant?
Is it relevant?
Yeah. What's in the book? What do you tell them?
Okay. So Russell's going to explain to you, Russell did an Instagram live where he explained and Facebook live where he explained why this is valuable. We're going to show that to you in just a minute. So stick with us just a second. And he's going to explain why this changed everything for the company and for ClickFunnels. But this has 108 split tests. So for example, does this work better in black? Or which design works better, which headline works better. It goes through all the different things, gives you the step-by-step increases, what works, how did it work piece by piece. And what this does is it gives you a quick guide when you're building. So when you're building, what are the things that you need to be installing in? And yes, it's 100% still viable today, but it's interesting because sometimes you see a split test that works and we just to make a small adjustment, and now it's totally different. So this is a starting point and everybody should be using it. Plus at the very end, Russell has a training here that is not available anywhere else about how 2 tiny words increase your take rate by 74.61%, which is a sick little article. There are so many gold nuggets throughout here. If you guys don't have your copy, we're going to show you how to get one for free. But first, let's listen to Russell really quick.
Yeah. This was awesome.
Yeah, let's go.
All right, check this out. So 10 years ago today is when we started selling the 108 split test book. I just came up on Facebook. Check this out. Here it is, Facebook memory. 10 years ago, we started shipping this. And this actually is a huge pivotal moment in the journey and the future of ClickFunnels and my business and everything. Let me flip the camera around and I'll tell you the story. Okay, so prior to this, if you read the .com Secrets book, I tell a story about how like one day I remember waking up and hating my business because and like the customers and everything, and like I wanted to serve entrepreneurs. I wanted to serve people that cared about business and growth and all these things. And so we put together this book based on all the split tests we had been running prior, and I launched this book to our own list, and none of our customers bought it. It was like a flop, and it was one of those moments where like, do we double down on this or do we go back to what we normally do? And I was like, let's double down. So we started spending all this money. We started learning Facebook ads to get a new audience and new people who would actually want to buy split tests and learn about these things. And it started growing, and we ended up selling about 10,000 copies of this book, which gave us a little list of 10,000 people who were interested in actual business, not just like how to get rich on the internet. And from that, the backside of that, we launched our inner circle, and like it found our dream customers, the right people, right? So this book, this thing, like it shifted our entire business. And on the backside, that's when ClickFunnels launched, and we had the dream customers because of this book. It was the key. So the moral of the story is, if you are not happy in your business, if you don't like the customers you're attracting, like changing your bait will change everything. The bait, the hook, the thing you're putting out there, right? So I went from putting out offers that brought the wrong people in to creating an offer that my existing audience didn't want to something that my dream customer would want. Put it out there. It took a while. It took a while for us to figure out how to find these people. When we found them, it shifted everything, and it became the foundation for everything we've done since then for the last decade. So create bait that'll attract your dream customers, and don't deviate from that. Make sure the thing that you create and put out there in the world is the exact thing that your dream customer would want. If you do that, you'll find your people.
That's the coolest thing ever. It's like they were struggling and then they were like, you know what, let's just double down on it. Let's just throw it out there. And then that changed everything for them.
Okay, so who wants to know something really, really cool? So this is a secret I didn't even know until I got into the office. I started looking through the bookcase back there. So Russell has a bookcase of everything that's out there. And he, we'll pull that up in just a minute. Just a minute. Not yet. Keep teasing it. Okay. So Russell, he's talking about like having a newsletter right now. Like the newsletter is the big deal. Guess what Russell's newsletter was about? It was about split tests. So he had a newsletter that was about split tests, and he had the newsletter go out, and the newsletter got some traction, kind of did in another ways. And he's like, I don't know what to do with this. And they said, what if we put it all into a book? All right. So what I want you to see is like following the steps, doing the things that are suggested to you in our plans and things that work may not provide that one thing that worked, but you can repurpose it and create it into something that's going to change absolutely everything. I read this book for the first time before I knew who Russell was. Like this was my introduction to Russell. It was back in 2014. And so like literally like this book was copyrighted in 2013. It was launched in 2014. So it's literally 10 years old. And we're going to be jumping on like the 10 years anniversaries for .com secrets, for ClickFunnels, for all these different things that are going to be coming out. So this is really cool for me.
You know, my favorite thing to do with this book is because it's like, you know, when you're starting out, you don't have to focus too much on split testing, right? But it is good to like just read through it and familiarize yourself with like, you know, when you are going to build a funnel page, it's like, well, I don't need to necessarily be focusing a lot on split test energy right now, but why don't I at least read through the book and build it the recommended way according to the split tests right from the get-go. Yeah. You know, there's one in here that is like, how big should my sales video be on my sales page? It's like, well, just start out with what it recommends. And then, you know, later on down the road, split test it yourself.
It's like, so I went through this. If you guys are in, if you guys got Funnel Builder Secrets, if you are in Funnel Builder Secrets, or you're in the certification program, when Russell teaches conversion secrets, it goes through these and like, these are the different tests that we have done. And it shows multiples of these. And then it updates like, this is what we tested for your first funnel challenge. This is what we tested for this. This is what we tested on the ClickFunnels homepage. It shows a whole bunch more. So if you guys want to go deep, you guys can get it there. But if you guys want your copy, you guys have been sitting, waiting, asking for it. So this is how you get it. Let's go ahead and pull it up on the screen so everybody can find it. This 108splittests.com. So this is the page that you can go to. All you have to do is put in your details here. You guys can download this for free. And let's go ahead and put that URL on the screen if we can as a banner. There we go. Go over to 108splittests.com. You guys can download this right now. This is available for you guys for free. Why? Because this is now turned into a brilliant lead magnet. It was a lead magnet that was paid. It got in the right customers right when we needed it. Now it's turned, we just repurposed it and it turns into this for now. So guys, go ahead and check this out. This is a brilliant resource. If you don't have it on your desk, you should, because it's good. And then if you guys want to go crazy, go check out the Funnel Builder Secrets course, because that'll give you even more. Funnel Builder Masterclass is what it is. Funnel Builder Masterclass. I knew I was saying it weird. All right. So with that said, let's go to water cooler really quick, because Russell's been doing something really, really interesting and we need to talk about it. What is this? Russell just put out a new YouTube video. He has a kid.
Yeah, he does.
He has several kids, but he has a kid that's dropping out of high school.
So the title on this video is, should I let my son drop out of high school? And he's actually posing the question to you, to us, to the audience, to his people. And because he's like, I don't know the answer. Here's my thoughts around the answer. Here's the arguments like of why I think he might choose should stay in school, but he's not even totally convinced that that's actually his stand on it. Yeah. And then he's like, my son makes some valid arguments of why maybe he shouldn't be in school. Right. So, I mean, if you haven't watched this, definitely go watch it. But as I was watching it, I was thinking, because I have 3 kids, my kids are younger than where his are at, but my oldest is 11. And, just the other week, she's like, why do I have to be at school? Can't I just, like, she's going the homeschool route. Like, can't I just do school from home? It's a lot faster, right? Yeah. Why do I have to sit in school? I found it interesting of, one of the reasons that Russell brings up in the video is, the most important thing that you need to do as far as your education is learn how to be a learner, right? And I think like you could make the argument that school helps you do that. You could make the argument that school doesn't help you do that. So I'm like, I don't even know what the right answer would be for this, but I do know where I'm leaning with my own children.
And it's interesting because like he goes into the history of like, this is what's worked in other countries. This is how it works here. Like some people have got this figured out differently than we do. And maybe we're just not far enough along. And maybe, do I let my son trailblaze on this? Like, where do we go? So this is just, it's a really nice, almost a human touch of like, look, all of us have similar questions here. We have people at ClickFunnels that did not graduate from high school. We have people working at ClickFunnels who got MBAs and PhDs. So like, it's like there, you got the full spectrum. The question is, what is going to be the right fit? Go ahead and go on YouTube, go and search up, should I let my son drop out of high school? It's an excellent video by Russell. And so that is available for you guys right now. I'd highly recommend you go check it out.
Yeah.
All
Okay.
right.
Oh my gosh. All right. So we're going to get into our next. So you see, we're Funnel Hackers on location.
Yes.
We have some 2 Gamma Club awards behind us. We're in the office, which means there's some people in the office too. And one of them we wanted to bring on as a guest today because there's been a few shifts in who's doing what. Yep. And you guys all know ClickFunnels Radio, right? Like you've been listening, you've been watching the recordings on YouTube. Yep. There is a new host of ClickFunnels Radio, and he happens to be in the office today.
Yes, he does.
So we thought it would be really awesome to have him come on in just a bit and just kind of introduce him, get to know him.
So first off, let's go ahead and jump over to ClickFunnels Radio. Tim, if you can bring that up on the screen, that would be spectacular. I know I took it off in a moment ago. Feel free to go and put that on. Sweet. So ClickFunnels Radio, guys, if you guys remember, Laura Demetrius was hosting this with Chris. And what has happened is ClickFunnels Radio has pivoted. And so now it's Ben and Chris. And the reason for that change is Ben is a relationships person. If you guys are affiliates, if you are really big, you have lists, you're moving forward, Ben's the person reaching out to you guys. And ClickFunnels Radio is one of the arms that we use to be able to reach out to people. So Russell talks about how having a podcast is important in order to get in front of the right people, in order to create relationships. Ben Harris is our relationship guy, not me. Ben Harris is the relationship guy. And so Ben Harris has taken the part of Laura. Laura reached out to him, was like, look, I think this is time for you to be able to step in. And so Ben Harris has come on in, and they just released a brand new podcast episode. We're going to talk about that in a minute, but let's go ahead and bring Ben on, shall we? We're going to slide over just a second.
Look at this.
Super professional.
We can fit. We all fit in here.
Awesome. Ben Harris, thanks for jumping on, man.
Dude, this is fun. Happy to be here.
Yeah, happy to have you. Okay, so really quick, little bit of history. You worked at ClickFunnels like way before.
I did.
Back in the day. So you were here with Dave.
I was. Yeah. Definitely somebody who taught me almost everything I know when it comes from business acumen, offer creation, leadership, all kinds of different tactics that I now get to implement. I'm lucky enough to do so. Learn from the days of watching Dave and even him as a podcast host as well.
Yes.
Someone that completely created this show from scratch. So if anyone that's what we're talking about, right? By the way,
yes.
ClickFunnels Radio. Okay, cool. Unless I'm going off on a tangent.
A man of many hats.
Yeah, someone's like, what's this? With this show, anybody who is looking to network or have, how do I phrase this? It's a different way to network and be able to meet people when you can offer them a platform for them to talk about themselves. Really, that's all ClickFunnels Radio was made to broadcast the business and the life of the funnel hackers, right? And if you're trying to meet somebody, if I did not know Ben, for example, I was like, Ben, let's hop on a call, or hey, Ben, can I have you on my podcast? Which one do you think he'd rather do?
Podcast.
Yeah. So it's a really neat way that we're able to, in a sense, introduce ourselves to people and continue conversations, and just also give them a platform again to spread their message to the world, which makes it great for everybody.
And so if anybody's like trying to figure out, how do I get in with ClickFunnels? Like, how do I understand how to do this? Like, how do I become one of the cool kids? Yeah. Ben Harris is the person to talk to. Like, what can you do to be able to get on ClickFunnels Radio is the question. And it's honestly, the whole goal of ClickFunnels Radio is to create those relationships. I remember Dave would interview people that were up and coming, like beginning
Sure.
funnel hackers that were like in their teenage years.
Sure.
Like he would talk to kids, he'd talk to parents, he talked to big influencers. He'd build all of that. And so Ben Harris is the man. And so as you're beginning and growing and starting to do this, if you're looking for those opportunities, this is the person to reach out to.
Yeah, absolutely should. And we'll find you too. And when you're on your way to getting one of these bad boys behind us, it's definitely something that we'd be in touch and would love to hear how you are, again, spreading your message out into the world and making an impact, because what you do matters.
Yep,
for sure.
By the way, if you guys know anything, there's something really cool happening. I'm not going to give any details on, but if you get a reach out from this man in the next 48 hours, listen to him.
yeah. Could be some cool stuff. Not as cool as 108 split test, but
Right?
I know, right? What is? I don't want to put anyone on the spot here. By the way, do I need to go? What time? It's
No,
almost
you're
10:30. I do have anyway.
Well,
Okay,
you got
got a
3
couple.
minutes.
Some of these are insane. Have y'all talked about this yet?
Yeah, we've talked about it a
This
little bit.
Let's hear your
was-
thoughts on it, though.
Yeah.
Even again, split tests are something anybody who's watching this live or replay should be doing constantly. And even if you have, you could say, a sales page or an opt-in page rather that's converting the way you want it to, it doesn't mean you can't beat it. You could always find something that you don't know, and success leaves clues. And this is actually 108 different clues that you can be using inside your funnels today, instantly, right now. And I love the headline split test, what I wanted to get at. And we actually used to have a product that we ran called firstlineformula.com. And it was mainly pertaining towards emails, but for headlines, you get one chance to capture the attention of your reader, and you either have it or you don't. And if you're really looking to boost conversions or on-page time, any of this other nerdy stuff that you are looking at, for us kindred spirits, look at the top, right? Because that's what they see when they first land on your page or anything. So this is 108 proven, right? There's a reason that's red, proven split test winners. And then you can have, your headline, sub-headline jargon down here. Anyway, something I wanted to see. If you don't have this, get it. Can they still get it? Do we sell it? I
Yeah,
don't know
we
if
found
do.
it. So
Okay.
you guys can actually.
Sorry, I should have known that.
So you can't buy the book. You can download the book right now.
Gotcha.
Everybody wants the physical, tangible. Like, I want to be able to have it.
Mm.
And so I think there were a couple places where it was given as a bonus, but it's not available at this point. So watch out for new offers that come available.
But if you want to download it for free, we put that link back up on the
that'd be
screen.
great, Tim.
It's 108splittest.com.
Yep.
Yep, there it is. You can get it for free.
You guys could ship
Digital
this
book.
one away. Give it away
Right.
for trivia.
Give
I
that
don't
one
know.
away.
Maybe we can get it.
Ooh, we should do that. Do you guys
signed or
want it?
something.
Thanks, guys.
Hey, thank you, Ben.
Thank you, Ben.
All right. So really quick recap on all of this. So 108 split test is available. If you guys want, you should be looking at what we're doing at ClickFunnels.com right now. We're running a split test.
Mhm.
You're like, whoa, what are you doing? Go check out 108 split test, or go check out ClickFunnels.com. Go and see what we're doing, because we're running a split test now, and we're about to pivot and do yet another one. We have a team that's constantly doing split tests. And like, what could we do for your first funnel challenge?
Yeah.
What about ClickFunnels? What about, so if you want to learn from us, definitely jump in, go and grab it. And we share a whole bunch of marketing knowledge all the time in the Marketing Secrets newsletter. So you'll get all of those details. Oh, all right.
Awesome.
That was crazy. So Funnel Hackers on Location was fun.
Yeah.
I think we should jump into the last piece. If
Yes.
That's all right. So how many of you guys are 2.0 users and active? Like I love 2.0. I love playing with it. And so what we've got is a couple of updates that we want to take you through. So let's go ahead and talk about our 2.0 moment really quick. I'm going to rush through these really quick here. So let's go ahead and pull up the full screen. There we go.
Ooh.
Perfect. So the first thing that is available for you guys is a new course completion webhook.
Oh, we've been waiting for this.
So when somebody completes their course, there is a webhook now that fires that says, oh, by the way, they've completed this. So that way you can have automations that are like, hey, you've completed. Now we'll take you to the next thing, or now we'll open up another course, or now you have so many more opportunities now. You can streamline your workflows. You can boost your engagement. You can simplify the integrations. There's so many things that you guys can do right now because this is available. I know you love this.
I think we kind of were pushing them to get this over the finish line. So I'm so glad to see that
Yes.
it actually is.
Perfect.
Yep.
All right. Other things that are going on. Have you ever tried using Napoleon with bullet points? It was kind of a pain, like it wouldn't format it right. Now it does.
Yay.
So that is fixed, my friends, and is working wonderfully. Adding tags instantly. So like when you're creating a trigger and you're like, I want this trigger to go off when somebody gets a tag,
Oh
and
my
you haven't created that
gosh.
tag yet. Now you can just type and write that tag, and bada bing, bada boom, it's created, so that way you don't have to go into another screen, create the tag. Get back in there.
Amazing.
Just trying to simplify everything and make things faster for you guys. AI image generation. There's all these different updates. One of the things that I really loved is this. Tim did an amazing video. If you guys see the ClickFunnels page, he did a great job with this. One of my favorite things about ClickFunnels Classic was when they introduced the tags on all the funnels, because I'm like, these ones are the ones that are live. These are the ones that I'm in development. Like, these are the ones where
These are ones, like, don't use, like we use X's in our names. Like, don't use this one.
Yep. These are all my share funnels that I give out. So I created tags all the time. 2.0 now does the same. And so that way you're able to do that tag. And so you can create the tag and then you can filter according to those tags. So that is present. We're literally listening to you guys in order to figure out what needs to be built out next. And then one last thing that was really cool for me. This is cool. Bulk contact, you're able to export your specific custom variables. So like if you have a custom variable that you like, what is your shoe size? Now you can choose to export that as well, which is really, really nice. This, which one is my favorite? This one, the invoicing was cool.
There's so many new things.
This one's cool. All right. So how many of you guys have wanted a new favicon inside of a funnel? Like you're like, I'm in a funnel. I don't want the favicon for my course. I want the new different favicon. Really easy. Now you can have a favicon per page that's different. You can control all of that now. So all these things are happening. If you guys want to get updates and you want to be able to submit things that you want, number one, you can go and see all the new things that are happening inside of the roadmap over here. So let's go over here. You can see the roadmap that's happening. In your ClickFunnels account, there's a little bell. Click on the bell. And then you're going to be able to come over here and you can see all the different updates. You can see what they're planning on building right now, what's in progress, what's happening, design a CRM. Ooh. And then we're also, if you want to add something, if there's a feature request that you want, you can give some feedback. You can add your feature request. You can search for any feature requests that currently exist and say, you know what, I really want that Zapier interaction to be able to remove and add tags. Boom, added. Okay. And so that one's actually in progress, which is great. So come in here and vote. Let everybody know what it is that you want in 2.0, because we're listening to you guys. Oh,
that's exciting.
There's so many things happening.
That's awesome.
All right. Next week, I flew into town for.
Yeah. Ben, why are you here?
So I told, why is Ben here? So there's something really cool happening. Russell is flying in the Funnel Builders. We're having a hackathon next Monday and Tuesday. And I came in because there's a couple of projects that I wanted to get done beforehand. And Russell's like, all right, tell me what your plate is. And I'm going to throw more stuff on. I'm like, let's go. So it's Madhouse crazy time. But also one other thing that I want to be able to remind you guys of is you guys have a community here. We have a community. That's the whole point of this. If you guys want help getting your funnel out the door, there's a community activity that's available for you guys. And it's called One Funnel Away. And One Funnel Away is great.
I mean, if you haven't gone through One Funnel Away yet, schedule it in, because you're going to want to make sure you're present during it. But it's so good. Like it's time, and you get it for free. You get it for free if you have a ClickFunnels account. So, there's been so many raving reviews on One Funnel Away, and it's just awesome. So
I grabbed one because this is what I do. And it says, look, if there were 10 stars, that's what I'd be giving this company. The team is like no other I've ever seen. Russell and his incredible wisdom, experience, and guts led the way, but he hired the most amazing staff. The tech team available 24/7 Monday through Friday are patient. This is all from Karen, by the way. This is not like a sponsor post. This is a really, really good one. Eli is all that. He's more in a calm and yet very supportive way. You have all these coaches that are available for you, all these things inside of One Funnel Away. Definitely, if you're not signed up for One Funnel Away, go get signed up. It's free if you have a ClickFunnels account. And once again, this is 30 days of training, and we're about to release an additional 30-day challenge on the back end of that called Fill Your Funnel. And we've got through all the videos are done. Now they're finalizing the workbook. And so if you want to be able to get access to that, make sure that you've activated it inside of your ClickFunnels account. It is free. It is available for you. And there's so much that's in there. This is all rethought of from the ground up. So definitely go sign up. The link is inside of Facebook. You're going to want to jump in. Did we miss anything?
I think we covered it. That was a lot, you guys.
Holy cow.
What I think if you have, I want to do one ask. If you have this book, or you're going to go get it for free, download at 108splittest.com.
Yes.
Tell us like what the coolest one is. Let us know which one is like, oh, I never even would have thought about that. Let us know, because I am going to go through the book again and I want to make sure I pick up on all the ones that you guys are seeing that I need to pay attention to.
Yeah. It's so cool. Like there's so many things that are hidden gems inside of ClickFunnels right now. That if you have not caught it, then what we're going to do is let us know. We're going to see if we can do in order to make this bigger and more pronounced for you. And one last thing, we are constantly changing FunnelHackerTV. And so if you want to see how to do stuff inside of 2.0, if you want to see more reviews, you want to have more interviews with people, if you want us to bring in a developer, we can do that. Like we have so much capability here. We want to bring on the people that are going to help support and change your lives. Let us know in the comments what it is that you want. And once again, if you wanted to get 108 split tests, go to 108splittest.com. And you guys can go ahead and get access to that right there. There we go. Follow the link. And then if you guys want to follow us to Funnel Hacker TV and you want to be like, I didn't get a notification when they went live. I want a notification. Simply text FHTV to 208-231-3797. There we go. All right. And you can go to FunnelHacker.tv and we send out an email every single Friday with a recap of everything that's happened. So definitely go jump in. We'll give you all the details and we'll see you guys on Tuesday in the middle of the hackathon. We'll see you guys then.
Bye.
My name is Russell Brunson, and I'm part of an underground group of entrepreneurs that you've probably never even heard of before. We don't rely on cash from venture capitalists to get started, and we don't even have goals to go public either. In fact, our motivation is the exact opposite. You see, we have products and services and things that we know change people's lives. But because we're fighting against the big brands, people with literally unlimited budgets, we have to do things differently. We have to do things smarter. We don't have financial safety nets because every test we take is with our own money. We have to be profitable from day number one. So how do we do that? How is that even possible? If you ask the MBAs or look in your college textbooks, they will tell you that what we are doing is impossible, yet it's happening every single day. And it's happening through an art and a science that we call funnel hacking. It's not really something that I can explain to you. It's something I have to show you. These stories are a glimpse of entrepreneurs just like you who have a dream and a vision who want to change the world in their own little way. I use the funnel hacking process to help make their dreams become a reality. Yes, we are funnel hackers, and these are our stories.